beautiful. I'm back on my Mr. Rogers chair. I never left, okay? I sit in this chair every day. But my point is my husband's calling me. And I was literally just about to talk about him, so I'm gonna answer.
2 hours later.
I am back. Today was a very sad day because I dropped my husband off at the bus for a trip he went to. Chicago, and he has a work trip after he gets back from Chicago, and I'm alone and sad. I'm sad and alone. I don't really get a lot of time alone on the weekends because we spend like probably an unhealthy amount of time together. I had things that I did want to say, but now that I talked to him on the phone, I don't remember what I was gonna say. But this weekend, I thought I'd hang out with you because that never happens because my husband and I are always together. So I'm drinking a cider right now because I am a cider girl now. I used to drink wine, but I just prefer cider. I don't get as bad of headaches the next day, and cider is individually packaged, so I just pour a can in and drink it all up. A couple of things I wanted to catch up on. Really, I just wanted to get them off my chest because I am experiencing too much stress. And quite honestly, I have not experienced that much stress since moving here and being in my new job. But a couple of weeks ago, I told you about how I finally decided to roll over my 401k for my last company because I wanted to consolidate finances, and I was just like, I need to cut the cord and let them go. And they've not made it easy. So I thought I was good and done with them when I had sent in forms to get a signature from some account manager from the company, and that was that. So a month goes by and I'm checking the account and nothing has moved. So I'm like, well, it's been a month. I probably should follow up with the financial institution just to like see what's going on. And I called them and I asked if they'd received any forms to roll over this account. And they said, we don't show that any forms have been submitted. And I'm like, great. So I email my contact from the company and it has been radio silent. Now I'm stressed out. Other than that though, things have been pretty chill lately. I was really stressed out about taking my husband to the bus station this morning. Like, I had so much anxiety because I don't like driving new places, and my husband just didn't understand, but I had so much anxiety. It was so weird. I hadn't experienced anxiety like that, like where like my whole body felt anxious and I felt nauseous and like I just wanted to die. I haven't felt like that since my last job, which is saying a lot about my last job, to be quite honest. Once I dropped him off, it was fine, and then I was incredibly grateful for my current job. And I don't want to talk about my job situation because that's boring and nobody wants to hear it, but point is, I had anxiety and now I don't. Do you know my husband is amazing? He cooks me dinner pretty much every night. I drive him to work and he cooks me dinner. And you know what we don't have tonight? In the refrigerator, we don't have dinner. What am I going to eat? Other things. There was one more thing I was gonna mention. I started playing Animal Crossing again last week. Wow, has it really only been a week? I feel like I've made a lot of progress in a week. And it is so interesting playing Animal Crossing from the beginning. When I played it, like when it was released and they had updates come in months later. And so I was like, man, if I'm playing it from the beginning now, I wonder how long I have to play it until I get these certain milestones. And it's not very long, which is so surprising to me. So I've been playing Animal Crossing, but then I saw a new game online called Tomodachi Life something. I was intrigued because I love Animal Crossing so much, and apparently this is what they call a life sim game. So I'm kind of watching a couple videos on it but I don't want to get too spoiled. And my conclusion is that I'm not sure it is the type of game that I would like, because from my understanding, you give these characters' personalities, and then you just kind of watch them interact with each other, which is not my favorite thing to do. Like, I like to be more active in the game. I like the joystick controller things. I just don't like watching characters have their own conversation. But I didn't know that you could do a demo. So I am going to do the demo of Tomodachi Life and see if it's something I feel the need to play for more than the demo allows, or if I'm satisfied by the amount of play I get out of the demo. Because apparently you can get like a couple hours of play out of it, and it's just like a hard stop after you've done a certain type of task. How long have I been talking? Probably like 10 minutes or something. I'm going to hang out with you all weekend because I am by myself. Really, I'm talking to myself, which is, I shouldn't have said that out loud because now I feel weird about it. So, Tomodachi Life while I drink my cider and have myself a boring weekend by myself. We shall see. So sometimes I feel with games like this, it's so exciting to start them. And the first couple of times playing it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love it. And then after a while, obviously because it's not so new, it gets less and less exciting. And that's how I feel about Animal Crossing and Dreamlight Valley. Like, I still really enjoy playing those games, but it's not like as magical and exciting as it was when I had first downloaded them. So I'm hoping the demo version will scratch that itch of an exciting new game without me having to then spend $60 on something that I might not like after the demo. You know, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this game right now because it's not what I expected at all. I thought it would be like a cross between Animal Crossing and The Sims. It's kind of weird. Like, look at this. Why? How do I do this without taking it out of the dock? Oh, it's so weird. I don't know. Okay, so far, I can understand the appeal. It's entertaining. How much entertainment can I get out of this game? I don't know. So I'm still not done with the demo. I don't know how long the demo is, and I don't know if I'll be satisfied after, so we will see. I just wanted to show you something. This is the most spirally curl. Oh my goodness. It's the humidity. It's humid. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Yeah. I finished the demo. My cider. I finished the demo and now I'm torn because I was playing it and initially I was like, this is so weird. I don't know how I could get hours of enjoyment from this, but it ended on a cliffhanger and now I'm like, do I want to make more Miis? But it's $60 and that's really where I'm like, is it worth $60? Because I don't know that it's worth $60 to me. I mean, maybe graphics wise, but like entertainment wise, I don't know. Good morning, beautiful. I've finally risen and it is almost 11 o'clock, but I did wake up at like 3:30 in the morning and then eventually 4 in the morning, and I watched a couple YouTube videos, went back to sleep. It was a little bit stormy, woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, watched some more YouTube videos and just laid there because I'm tired because I woke up early. Why? I don't know. I have a busy day ahead of me of doing all of the chores. It's like a broken record. doing all of the chores, and then on top of that, I have to cook for myself. Oh my gosh. I have the most amazing husband. He cooks all of our meals, and I've already told you, but he's on a trip this week, a fun trip over the weekend, and then a work trip throughout the rest of the week. And so I have to prepare food for myself, which I honestly haven't had to do since I lived by myself, and it's been a very long time since I've lived by myself. I cannot stop thinking about Tomodachi Life. I played the demo last night. It was weird. At first I was like, this might be a little bit too weird, and it's not like Animal Crossing, which is like the only thing that I have to compare it to because I'm not super into games, but I played through the whole demo and it ended on a cliffhanger. And so I was like, dang, I kind of want to continue. But I didn't because the game is $60 and I didn't know if I was going to get $60 of entertainment from it. And then this morning when I woke up at 4 in the morning and couldn't fall asleep, I watched Cozy K Games, I think is the account name. I watched her make for me characters. So from the beginning to making for me's, and I was like, this could be fun. You know, it looks like one of those games that you just kind of play. I don't think it's a game that you should take too seriously because you might get bored. And I think it's a game that you just open up every once in a while when you're like, I want to see what my little characters are doing. It's an adult version of playing pretend. I don't know. I'm kind of talking myself into it. It doesn't help that I'm alone this weekend. So that's also a little bit of the influence. But I texted one of my friends who I used to play Animal Crossing with, and I asked her if she'd heard of Tomodachi Life. So I want to know if she's downloaded it and if she thinks it's worth it, because I just don't know. In case you were wondering, which you probably weren't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We have a Nintendo Switch that my husband actually bought for himself. We bought a bunch of games for the Switch and didn't really end up playing them. And then 6 months later, Animal Crossing came out. So I bought that and played it for 2 years. Almost every day for 2 years. I might have taken a couple breaks here and there. I loved this game so much. And then Disney Dreamlight Valley came out and I was like, I want to play something a little different. So I downloaded that. That was super fun. I did not play that as hardcore as I played Animal Crossing, and the game is pretty glitchy on Switch, and the more updates and characters they've added, the glitchier it's become. So it's just not it's not quite as an enjoyable playing experience on the Switch, so I've just kind of not played it. And I'm also stuck on a stupid decorating task, which I despise. Those are the only games that I've ever really played on Switch. I have a Game Boy Color. Actually, I was telling my husband about this. I have a Game Boy Color, and I have one game on that Game Boy Color, and it's the game obviously it's the game I bought when I bought the Game Boy Color, and it's Donkey Kong Country. I just don't play that many games, but maybe it's because I don't know if it's worth it to me because they are expensive. But anyway, back to Tomodachi Life. I can't stop thinking about it. Obviously, I am talking about it. I talked about it last night. I'm talking about it now. I'm going to talk myself right into buying it. I am quickly running out of storage. I have a 32 gigabyte SD card in the Switch, which I know is not that much, but it sounded like a lot when I got the Switch. And it is filling up quickly. And if you've been shopping for SD cards lately, you will know that the prices have skyrocketed to astronomical numbers. It's craziness. Yeah, I have another micro SD card in here. So worst case scenario, I could just pop a different one in. This one is also 32 gigs, but that's just annoying. That was a lot of talking. I had a lot of talking sitting down yesterday too. I just have all these words to say when my husband's not here, mostly because I have no one to talk to. I desperately need to, be an adult this weekend, and all I can think about is downloading a Nintendo Switch video game. Okay, ramble session's over. Thanks, bye. So That was a weird noise, first of all. Second of all, there was just like a little chipmunk that ran across our little porch thing. Oh my gosh. There's a little chipmunk living in my flower pot. I need to get rid of that weed. That would be nice, right? I've concluded that just like any millennial, I consulted the internet about what if Tomodachi life is worth the $60 price tag. And what I don't want to play Animal Crossing. What I've concluded is that it is a little lackluster. So it's fun at first, but then you get bored easily. So my fear is that I will buy the game and it will just be more of the same of what I just did, and it will just be like, it's fun, kind of, but is it $60 fun? I don't know. So I am playing Disney Dreamlight Valley right now. My life is so exciting. I should probably go outside. It's actually turning out to be a really nice day. I thought it was gonna rain, but that doesn't seem to be the case because it did that this morning. I have actually done nothing today. It is 1 o'clock. In your time, I literally just spoke with you. In my time, it's been like 3 hours. Actually, what I did do was I have an external hard drive that I've been saving all of my photos and videos on as a backup, even though I literally delete them off my computer, but maybe I should put them on the computer too, just in case the hard drive corrupts. And I transferred all of I tried to transfer all the photos that I have saved onto the hard drive into my Apple Photos app on the computer. And I was successful for the most part, except there were quite a few photos that for some reason the app would not download, and I'm very upset about it. One of which being like all of the photos taken from my wedding. I don't know why they're not downloading to this app on the computer. I don't know if it's the computer or what. They're just JPEGs, and it's saying there's an unknown error, and even when I try to upload one photo, it just doesn't work, and so I'm really upset. But I have been playing with the idea of printing physical photos because I don't keep photo albums, and I am not the best at taking pictures. Like, I don't take a lot of pictures. I have never been very good at taking pictures, which is hilarious because I love cameras and I have so many, even though I don't know how to use them properly. And so I'm playing with the idea of printing photos, and it would just be so much easier to see which photos I want to print if they're all easy photo viewing application, you know, not just like opening a bunch of files at once and looking through them. Yeah. So that's the progress I've made. I've been drying my towels for hours because I had a huge load of towels that needed dried, and that's pretty much what I've done. I really, this is the sucky thing. I was outside all weekend last weekend because the weather was gorgeous, and I do want to go outside, but the problem is I don't want to go anywhere. As much as I hate being alone, I actually like being alone, and I have not had legitimate alone time in at least 2 years. Like, I never get the apartment to myself because my husband and I are always together. We have no friends, and that's mostly my fault, but besides that, I don't often spend a lot of time by myself in the apartment, and that means I just don't want to leave the apartment. But it's so nice outside. I also don't want to take a shower and get ready because I woke up feeling disgusting. So that's all going against me, but I do need to make dinner for myself eventually because I need to eat. And I honestly don't know what that dinner is gonna be. I have ideas, but I don't have the food for them, and I also have to clean all of the dishes that we haven't cleaned. So that's a project that I need to like work on now. I'm still in my pajamas. I don't even care. Yeah. It's a little bit later than I'd prefer, but I am at the park. It's almost 3 o'clock, and I'll probably sit there until I have to go to the bathroom, and then I'll leave. Good morning, beautiful. It's actually the afternoon. I have been having kind of late starts this weekend that I'm by myself, but honestly, I was extremely productive this morning. I have done a load of laundry. I unloaded the dishwasher. I vacuumed. I folded laundry. I made dinner. I got a lot of stuff down, but I haven't left my apartment yet. For some reason, when my husband is here, I feel like I have no time to do anything. And I don't do anything different. I think I find myself sitting and watching YouTube videos for several hours, and that tricks myself into thinking I don't have time to do anything, but like I've gotten so much done this weekend just because my husband's not here. But he's returning today and I have to go pick him up in a couple hours. It's like 2 o'clock. And he doesn't leave for like 2 hours, I think, because he's in Chicago. I'm debating going back to the park. It is a gorgeous day outside. There are no clouds. I had thought for a hot second I might go shopping, but I honestly have no interest in going shopping. Like, I don't want to go and look at things that I don't want to buy. It's just not fun to me. So I might go to the park again. I don't know. It's so nice out. I should go outside, but I don't want to like go on a full-on walk, you know? Maybe just sit by the lake. But even if I sit by the lake for 2 hours, I'll still have 3 hours until I have to pick up my husband. So yeah, I should actually edit my YouTube video because the summer vlogs are just here in plenty. Wow. Okay.